Yeah, it's a nice airplane.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta get some of these lights. These are LEDs that are up here. And they've got the whites up here also. Oh, love that. All right, nice and early in the morning. It's gorgeous. Cool, crisp, 30s. I'm Eric Reese. I sell real estate for a living, but I fly and instruct in the Aerostar for fun. Join us on our travel and training adventures in the world's fastest light piston twin.
Central Wisconsin Airport, information is Juliet 1345 Zulu, wind 190 niner, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 4, 2.1, altimeter 3001. Official approach in use, landing runway 26. All aircraft feedback runway assignment, hold short instructions. Notice airman, runway 1735 closed, taxiway Charlie closed west of taxiway Alpha. 5 minutes to contact, you have Juliet. Wind 190 niner, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 4, 2.1, altimeter 3001. Official approach in Juliet 1345 Zulu, wind 190 niner, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 4, 2.1, altimeter 3001.
One of the cool things I get to do is ferry airplanes around every once in a while. This trip is from Mosinee, Wisconsin to Coeur, Idaho with a fuel stop in Dickinson, South Dakota. The airplane is an Aerostar 700. It's 350 horsepower side. It's going to Aerostar Aircraft to get a pre-buy and an annual. Once that's done, about 3 months, I'll pick it up at Coeur d'Alene. We'll fly it to Barnstown, Kentucky, the new owner. Dickinson, South Dakota for Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Great trip. Weather's beautiful. If you like these videos, please subscribe and like. It always helps produce more. months later, an annual is done. We're leaving Coeur d'Alene for Norfolk, Nebraska, and then off to Barnstown, Kentucky. The video ends at Norfolk, but otherwise it'd be too long anyway. Great flight, early in the morning departure out of Coeur d'Alene, and the sun was right in our face, so apologize a little bit for the quality of the video. Generally I don't video these, but this time I had the gear and did take some. It's always a lot of fun doing it.
Approach Aerostar 696 Mike Echo off Coeur d'Alene, like pick up our clearance to KOFK.
November 6, sorry, 696 Mike Echo, are you already airborne or are you still on the ground?
We're airborne, eastbound.
November 6 Mike Echo, roger, reset transponder, Fox 3553.
3553 coming up.
Number 6 Mike Echo, radar contact 8 miles east of Coeur d'Alene, eastbound.
6 Mike Echo.
Number 6 Mike Echo, cleared to Foxtrot Kilo Airport as filed, climb maintain float level 230.
Okay, 6 Mike Echo is clear to the Oscar Fox Kilo Airport as filed, climb maintain 230. Seattle Center, Aerostar 696 Mike Echoes with you at 8200 for 230.
Aerostar 696 Mike Echo, Seattle Center, roger.
Well, this is good. The autopilot's working. And we got heaters working. Now we're off. Beautiful mountains. Alright. Out of 10. Pressurizing okay. Feels good. Pulse lights can come off. Heater heat's on. The ISIS says needed. And pressure on.
372, Seattle Center, good morning.
Everything else looks good. Okay, checking in again.
593,
Still at flight level 230. We're still cruising along at 293 knots ground speed at 55%. Just passing Rapid City, South Dakota. We have 269 miles to go. Oh, not bad. Still have 200, correction. We still have 2 hours and 26 minutes of range. Should land with about an hour and a half. Pretty good reserve. And everything's looking good. So normally when I'm cruising along in level flight for these long periods of time, I usually try to learn something about the avionics, especially when I'm flying an airplane that I don't fly every day. All right, what's going on with this? How's this work? Am I missing anything? And usually it's the autopilot, and this one has an STEC 55, and it's a little bit different than what I'm used to. Got a lot more buttons to push. Looking at the fuel flow, looking at the fuel balance. We still have a little bit of fuel in the aux tank, showing probably 5-6 gallons. And looking at TIT, cylinder head temps. Just a normal scan, checking things out, making sure everything's working. So with the pressurization, what's going to happen is once we get cleared to a lower altitude, I'm going to set the altitude that I'm going to, or in this case, I'm just going to go ahead and set it to field elevation plus 1,000 feet, and that'll be in the top window. So I'm going to rotate that top window counterclockwise, and right now it's showing about 9, which is what I would expect. I'll rotate it down to field elevation plus 1,000 feet, and then I can pretty much forget it, except going through 10,000 feet. I'll make sure that it's depressurizing, take a look and see what the rate's doing, and make sure that nothing's...
So it's 3693, contact Minneapolis, Center 128.46.
Alright, we started our descent a little while ago. We're now at 16.3, flight discretion at 900,000. Autopilot's working in vertical speed mode, which is great. And we got the power set where we need it. Approach is loaded. We're doing the GPS 20. Winds are kind of variable, but they were out of the south at about 9 knots a little while ago. So we're going to go ahead and do that.
166, roger.
So far it's been nice and smooth. No complaints. Alright, we're in the clouds. Go ahead and turn the prop heat on, just in case. We're still doing 277 knots in the descent. We could slow up our rate of descent a little bit. I didn't...
So 1 whiskey, Minneapolis, roger.
Pretty flat out here. Nothing but circle crops. As far as I can see, a little hazy. River out there. Alright, there's 11,000 feet. 10,000 feet, we got a checklist coming up. Might as well do it now. So first thing I'm going to do is make sure I set the pressurization, which I did. And it is coming around slowly, which it should. And increase the rate in which it changes. Autopilot set up. Fuel is where I expected it to be. I think we can turn the windshield heat off and the prop lights off. We're not going to get any more clouds, so that's good. And out of 10,000 feet, I'm going to do a pressurization check. It is doing what it's supposed to do. The cabin is descending, the PSID is coming down, and we're going to go ahead and turn the boost pumps on. And I'm going to go ahead and turn the pulse lights on. Already got the ATIS.
Now
we'll go ahead and brief the approach.
6 Mike Echo, maintain at about 3,900 still a public like this. About the approach, and you are clear to stay on that runway 20 Norfolk.
Alright, maintain at or above 3,900 till crossing red eye and clear for the approach, Norfolk. Alright, need to get the CTAP in there, 22.7. Good on this one. Okay, 10 miles from Reddit. About 1,300 feet to go. Aerostar 696 Mike Echo has the airport environment in sight. We'll cancel IFR at this time and see you on the outbound. Norfolk traffic, Aerostar 696 Mike Echo, 15 miles to the north, straight in runway 20.
I've set up for the approach, I'm at 20 degrees of flaps, and when I'm about a half a degree or half a dot below the glide slope intercept, the gear will come down.
Oh, there it goes.
Mixtures, it doesn't matter which order, mixtures are going to go rich, the props are going to go full forward, and then the throttles are going to get reset to about 16 inches of manifold pressure as a benchmark or a starting point, and that will automatically set the airplane up for about a 700 foot per minute descent rate at 120 knots. And depending on the winds, you're hardly ever going to have to touch the power going all the way down the glide slope. It's just a great way to fly by the numbers with this airplane.
And Norfolk traffic, Aerostar 696 Mike Echo is 6 mile final for runway 20 Norfolk. Okay, gears down and check one more time. Pumps are on, fuel is on. Still a little bit high on the glide slope. Gonna bring it on down a little bit more. Speed's okay. Don't want to bring the power back anymore. Just push it over. Got a little bit of tailwind, I think. Okay, gears down and check one more time.
Let me know what kind of other videos you'd like to see, what information about the Aerostar you'd like to see. I'm really kind of a advocate for the Aerostar and want to make sure that all of the rumors that are out there about the airplane get dispelled, because there are a lot. But this is a fantastic airplane. For the money, it outperforms everything that's on the market. Plus the fact they're one heck of a lot of fun to fly. So let me know in the comments what you think and what other additional ideas you might